Hey guys, welcome back to LoopHub. Today we'll talk about the grossest and most disgusting moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Ribcage cysts. Vellus hair is the light, short, fine hair that covers much of a person's body. Its length and thickness will vary from person to person. The primary role of vellus hair is to protect the skin and keep the body warm. Dr. Pimple Popper recently treated a woman who had 6 microscopic cysts on her ribcage and back that contained tiny pearls, which she removed and showed viewers under a microscope. Terminal hair, on the other hand, is the longer, thicker, and darker hair that grows on the head. It also forms the thick patches of the body hair in the pubic region, under the arms, and beard. People who lose terminal hair usually still have vellus hair. This is why men who are experiencing male pattern baldness might still have fine, light patches of hair on their head. Vellus hair is sometimes more noticeable on women and children than men because males tend to have more terminal body hair. Terminal hairs may appear on other body parts of the body, particularly after puberty. It is normal to find a few longer, thicker strands of hair in an area primarily covered with vellus hair. Although this sort of cyst isn't unpleasant, one of Dr. Pimple Popper's patients said that the cyst made her skin uncomfortable and caused her to scratch constantly, so she wanted them addressed. Lee began by injecting a numbing solution near each cyst. Lee was able to use her fingers to squeeze both corners of each cyst after making a little incision on top of each cyst, and the pearls smoothly emerged out of the patient's skin. Multiple pearls were found in some of the cysts. It's like we're looking for diamonds, Lee said to her patient as she gathered pearls to examine under a microscope later. Lee demonstrated how the practically undetectable vellus hairs became entangled in the pearls and blocked the skin under the microscope. She then extracted little pearls from the cysts with a small blade and her fingers. Eruptive vellus hair cysts become irritated and protrude from the skin due to the buildup of these pearls. According to Lee, this sort of cyst is prone to regrowth, hence extraction is the best treatment option. Number 2. A bunch of lipomas. Dr. Sandra Lee has stated that she will continue even if the world is brought to a halt by the coronavirus pandemic. Lee encountered Luke, a patient with hundreds of lipomas all over his body, on the most recent episode. Luke made the decision to visit Lee in the hopes of being cured of his illness. Luke confessed in a video to Dr. Lee that he had an unimaginable amount of lipomas on his body, which appeared spontaneously on his back, wrist, leg, stomach, and other body parts. When he was in high school, he first noticed the lipomas. They've been uncontrollable since then. Luke decided to see several doctors after battling with them for a long time. He had 3 procedures to treat his lipomas, but none of them were successful. Luke displayed the scars that resulted from the surgery. They were hypertrophic scars, which are similar to keloid scars according to Dr. Lee. Luke claimed that the physicians were only able to remove a few lipomas from him. He went on to say that he had been effective in disguising the bumps from others in a variety of methods. Luke, who has been married for some time, revealed that his in-laws had never noticed the lumps and are unaware of his illness. While Dr. Lee was taken aback by the news, Luke quickly added that he had other tricks up his sleeve, such as the clothing he wears, to guarantee they never found out. He went on to say that he had been working out a lot to stay in shape, even though he couldn't get rid of the lipomas on his body. When Dr. Lee saw the number of lipomas Luke had, he knew he needed assistance. Dr. Lee stated that the lipomas on his body may be removed. She did, however, wish to wait until the lockdown was lifted before beginning the treatment so she could do some proper testing. Number 3. An old lipoma. Inoki, a 51-year-old Sacramento resident who lives with his wife and children, first saw the lump 8 or 9 years ago when it was roughly the size of a golf ball. Dr. Pimple Popper treated a man named Inoki who had a big lipoma linked to his upper right arm during the 43-minute episode. A Fijian native, he was unable to pursue his favorite activity, Fijian traditional dancing, due to the magnitude of the growth. It hurts my shoulder and it bothers me emotionally, but I know there's nothing I can do about it, he explained, adding that he instead supports his community by teaching younger people how to dance. Inoki saw a few different physicians over the years regarding the bulge, and while none of them could diagnose him, they all warned him that it could be cancerous. Inoki, on the other hand, was never given a biopsy to see if their concerns were right. I was terrified of finding out whether they were correct, Inoki remarked. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.